when it's all into it. You are now watching Farming with Duffy Ag. Welcome back to the channel. We're gonna go get after finishing up some grass. We're supposed to get rain showers now. We're supposed to get rain later, and it rained, I don't know, 1/10, 2/10 of an inch overnight that we weren't supposed to get. So yeah, we're gonna battle Mother Nature, but we better get going. So this is where the beavers plugged the culvert, and they've been pumping water across the road. Yeah, that water's up like 10, 15 foot. But they're gonna do some big things. Our worry though, yeah, they've got it all. Our worry is though the rake won't fit through. So there they are pumping water through. Crazy. Frickin' beavers. I got this, I guess it's like a relay, circuit breaker or whatnot off the other chopper because we're having issues. It won't even start. It's acting really dumb in my eyes, but we'll see if we can pop this one off and swap it, if that's our issue or not. I have never been so frustrated with this thing. We changed the starter, we changed that circuit breaker block, nothing. It's like it's not charging, or it's got a bad wire somewhere that it's just, I just don't know how to explain it. So now we're going. Had to jump it with both trucks. Took like 2 hours. It's the frustrating part, and we got rain coming, so let's get going and see where we get to. Chopping. Moving to the next field. Grass is a little wet. Can't do nothing about that. We gotta race the rain. Pulling into this field. Got my blinker on. Jeep comes out of nowhere right around me. I'm all halfway across the lane because I'm trying to turn right. You gotta swing it. I even had my blinker on. I didn't have the four ways. I put the blinker right on. I just don't understand. Pretty good yields. I did bring the semi over, so I got it here. We'll load it. Absolutely loving it. Loading the front right up. This is, yeah, a little green, but we're loving it. We're pushing. I love when this thing is just running and we're hammering it out and things are smooth. The only thing that's really been fighting me is starting and charging. Something's wrong, and as everybody who knows who's watched this before, who's joined along, me and wiring and electrical, it's the one thing I don't enjoy. I'm learning, but I don't enjoy it. So I got this, I don't know, a third full. Francisco's just about finished up raking. He's gonna grab the Mac down the road, and I'll top that off. I'm going to get more than just these handheld walkie-talkies. Hand signals work okay. Everybody's like, oh, you're in your hand signals. As long as we think alike, we're okay. Glad I hooked this up. I wasn't going to run the semi at all in this cutting, but this makes sense today. One semi-load, half a Mack load, and one green truck. So there was a good chunk of feed there. Now we're on to our last field. It does still say it's going to start raining 3 o'clock or so. Got bought by the school. I think in previous videos I talked about it. So they got archery set up. Haven't really found anything. I found a baseball and a stick in the field so far. No metal. Last time we found some metal and stuff. It honestly doesn't even feel like it's gonna rain, but I know it's gonna. So the Mack's at the house right now. They were just unloading. I said stay there, we'll get back. I'll get the semi back. My father's headed back. Forgot Andy's car's there. So we'll load it up the semi, we'll take it home, and then from there load, 2 loads left. When we're done with what we got on the ground, it can rain for the remainder of the weekend like they say it's gonna do. Oh, I guess an arm fell off the rake. Here, go underneath. Go underneath. There you go, buddy. Okay. I know, it's hot. yeah, we'll be caught up. I did leave this thing idling when we were gone because I was nervous that we won't be able to start it again. So we'll finish up chopping, I'll get it home, then I'll be able to mess around with it. Andy should be coming in hot. This driveway is a little sketchy. Francisco's riding with him. We're gonna make a truck driver out of him one of these days. Here he comes. Yeah, people don't stop, people don't slow down. On the way here, there was a biker standing on the side of a corner, like sharp corner going to the right. And like, it amazes me. So let's see, can we make it? Yeah, see, you gotta swing it, then you gotta back out into the road. You don't want to rip up their lawn. Granted, this is a tenant of the people who bought the property, which is the school, but I think they can be a tenant for as long as they want, and then when they're done, the school will do something with it. One of those things. So. He's 3/4 full, but we're starting to get into the wet rows. Well, we're starting to get into spots where it's too wet to run now, so we got the semi sitting there. We'll finish up the last little bit and be good. So Francisco and Andy are hanging out over there. There we go. Not be the most pretty truck and best thing ever, but boy has this semi been a big part of me getting through the last year. It's just come in clutch. It's just an all-around perfect farm truck in my eyes. Great in the wetter conditions. It's not a heavy frame truck like a lot of people have. We're out here in the weather side. Floaters work good. It's not full lock on it, but it's got axle lock, so we'll load up the front, give them some traction. We'll be pretty good. Finished up. Gonna give Andy a ride to his car. Andy didn't get stuck. I went through some wet terrain there. My father will come down and grab this. I'm bringing the chopper home, blowing it off. Yeah, it does look like it's gonna rain now, so just in time, I think. All in all, a good day. A little wet to feed. The chopper gave me a lot of trouble in the morning, which, looking back on it, it did slow me down, and I didn't chop as much. I let the feed dry a little longer. Wow, a little longer. So, I guess it's a blessing in disguise. I was nervous that it was going to get rained on. Hasn't rained yet. It's almost 5 o'clock. So, I guess the weatherman was wrong on this thing. Same with almost every other thing he's predicted lately, but it is gonna rain. It's nice to, I'll be done at a decent hour on a Saturday, which is cool. So maybe I can relax a little. Trying to think how many acres we got left after this. 30 acres maybe. A good solid day and a half, and we'd be done. Next Monday, Tuesday, and I think into Wednesday looks pretty decent, so hopefully I can have a mow in the mow. I gotta go to work, and then I can chop in the afternoon. We'll get it all done. I gotta figure out the electrical on this. Really mind-boggling. I gotta put my multimeter on and see where we actually have things and electrical currents, so can't really do anything about it when I'm sitting in the field and I forgot my multimeter. Should have grabbed it when I went and got the starter. Didn't even think about it. But starters, that all works like it should. I wonder if this alternator system has something funky with it, and it's just never ever charging the batteries. Maybe. I'm sure there's going to be people dropping comments in the below, so give me some ideas what to look at. There's a lot more people that know a lot more about electrical than me. I'll be the first to admit it. That's my weakest point. I don't enjoy it. That's the thing. It frustrates me and I don't enjoy it. Got this thing throttled up. Hydrostat pushed forward. I'm gonna roll on home and see what we have from there. Yeah, that's a good place to pass, right on a corner. What is wrong with people? Even in a 25. Bumps are bad in the driveway. Blowing off. Oh, missed this spot. And all in here. Okay. Blew off the spots that get wet and get moldy and make a mess, so yeah, works pretty slick. We definitely beat the rain because it is starting to come down now. And this truck, not having good wipers, is not that much fun to drive in the rain. Yeah, visibility is pretty limited right now. I did get out and wipe off the grass that all got stuck up on the dash, on the windshield. Let's get this home and get it dumped out. It's always something, but we did beat the rain technically picking it up. Yeah, these wiper blades, they've seen better days, and we're on the move. A little bit of rain. Ain't fighting that stuff. Well, it's getting heavier. We did beat the rain. So chopper's home. Ooh, gotta put my buckets over the exhaust. All the trucks are home. Feed's in the bunk. I don't have the manpower to cover it, so it's gonna get a little bit wet. It is a transition bunk that we're gonna use, but yeah, I appreciate you guys joining along for today. Chopper battles, wet field battles, and now rain. So hopefully we get some good weather next week and we can keep hammering it out. But for now, I guess I'll get back into working on my pickup and hopefully have that out the door. We'll see. So I appreciate you guys watching, liking, subscribing, doing everything, all the support. So I hope you have a good one, and I'll see you on the next one.